Hello and welcome to Kashmir Now. I'm your host Shreyasa Vijay. Let's take a look at some stories of this week's episode. India ramps up its efforts in the fight against COVID-19. People in illegally occupied POK protest as Islamabad signs hydropower project deal with Beijing. District Administration Rajouri organizes Mega Kisan Pakhwada to reach out to the farmer community. And a new hospital building constructed in Bandipora comes as a relief for the locals. With coronavirus tightening its grip in India, both the government and citizens are also ramping up their efforts to deal with it. They have been consistently coming up with new solutions or ideas to help in curtailing the number of coronavirus cases. Many citizens are also laying their contribution in somewhat dwindling the havoc that virus has created. We have a report.
With each passing day, coronavirus cases are touching the new highs in India. With no cure found yet, authorities have been trying their level best to cope up with the rising number of cases with their constant efforts. One such effort has been made by the Delhi government by setting up the country's first plasma bank, which has begun its operations at the state-run Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences. Donors have been seen donating plasma at this bank for the treatment of patients suffering from the respiratory disease in the city.
When I received a call from somebody who works in this hospital, उन्होंने भी जब मुझसे पूछा कि आप क्या प्लाज्मा डोनेट करना चाहेंगे, and my mother was like हाँ तुम करो, क्योंकि अच्छा है कि किसी की जान बचेगी. इतने लोग, because each and every day so many people are dying and there are so many cases and there is no cure till now. And what I feel is we cannot wait until a cure has been released. पर हमको ये बात की ज़्यादा देखना चाहिए कि अभी हमारे पास जो चीज़ है हम उससे कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं किसी की.
Just like the government, citizens too are no behind in coming up with new innovations to help the country deal with the pandemic. A startup company, Agwa Healthcare Ventilators, based in the Noida city of Uttar Pradesh, has made indigenous cost-effective ventilators for the patients at the intensive care unit fighting the respiratory disease. While a normal ventilator costs around 10 to 15 lakhs, the company is producing it for only 1.5 lakhs.
ये फुल फ्लेजेड आईसीयू वेंटिलेटर है, पूरी तरीके से आईसीयू में इस्तेमाल किए जाने वाला वेंटिलेटर बना रही है. इसके अंदर अलग अलग मॉडल्स भी है. अभी जो हम वेंटिलेटर बना रहे हैं वो कोविड स्पेसिफिक है, यानी कोविड के पेशेंट के लिए स्पेशली डिज़ाइन किया गया है.
Meanwhile, a group of engineers in Chennai have also come up with a technology that will act as a bridge between COVID-19 patients and health workers. Named as Etico's COVID-19 Patients Care System, it interconnects patients and attendees wirelessly within 1 kilometer radius circles.
This is a digital solution which connects corona patients and also the doctors and nurses who are in the hospitals. This is a button this button will be given to the patients in case of any emergency. They need to just press this button. What happens is if they press this button, there will be one nurse station, one small display in the nurse station. In that they can get the patient's information like a patient name, room number, blood group, everything. And in that nurse station, we can able to show more than 100 patients in one monitor. That's the biggest advantage.
Along with these young innovators, a number of small businessmen across the country have also joined in the fight against the coronavirus. In Varanasi city, a manufacturer has converted his sari making unit into the one producing PPE kits.
लॉकडाउन के बाद में जब वो पूरा व्यापार हम लोग का जब 2 महीने बाद खुला तो देखा कि पूरा व्यापार हम लोग का एकदम बंद सा हो गया है। अब लग भी नहीं रहा था कि 2-4-6 महीने अभी इस व्यापार के अंदर किसी भी तरह का कोई स्कोप आने की संभावना नहीं लग रही थी। तो फिर एक दिन मोदी जी का वही भाषण सुना, आत्मनिर्भर भारत का जो सपना उनका सजोया था, तो ये सोच के फिर हम लोगों ने एक ये पीपी किट का काम शुरू किया।
Presently, India has ramped up its production of protective gears and medical equipments to meet the surging demand of these items amid the virus outbreak. The country is also restarting economic activities after a prolonged period of slow growth in Asia's third largest economy due to months of lockdown that has raised debt and persistent stress in parts of the financial system. During the Global Week 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid a red carpet for international companies to come and establish their presence in the country. He asked the foreign investors to pour money in potential sectors in the country, including agriculture, defense and space, and micro, small and medium enterprises.
Moving on, while Pakistan has systematically oppressed people of illegally occupied regions of POK and Gilgit-Baltistan for more than 7 decades, it has upped its discrimination and cruelty several-fold in recent times. It has shown a brazen disregard for the people with reason and has muzzled dissenting voices along with plundering the land and resources. Development projects have been installed in the region, but not a penny of profit or service goes to locals. Recently, a large number of them took to streets against the construction of Kohala Dam, which they say will leave them deprived. People in the illegally occupied POK took to streets in Muzaffarabad against the construction of Kohala Power project, which they say will bring a multi-pronged crisis in the region. They shouted slogans urging Pakistan to roll back the decision of building a hydropower project in their region, which was taken with Chinese permission, not their consent. Locals say they will not give in to any political or administrative manipulation and will continue their demonstrations until the construction site is shut with companies gone. They say they were misled during entire pre-construction process and the two sides took their decisions keeping their individual profits in mind, ignoring even the existence of Kashmiris.
Kohala project na manzoor, Kohala project na manzoor, आपका की आपी दहशतगर्दी ना मंजूर, आपका की आपी दहशतगर्दी। हमारा ये मुतालबा है कि ये जो ड्रामा हमारे सामने पेश किया गया है, ये एग्रीमेंट साइन हो गया है, वो एग्रीमेंट तो हमारे साथ हुआ ही नहीं है, वो एग्रीमेंट हुकूमत पाकिस्तान और चाइना के दरमियान हुआ है। हम तो खाली क्लैपिंग करने के लिए वहाँ पे खड़े थे। हमारा मुतालबा है अपने प्राइम मिनिस्टर से कि वो ये बात क्लियर करें, ये बताएं कि हम किस जगह खड़े हैं, क्या हमारे साथ कोई मुतालबा हुआ है, हमारी कोई हैसियत है। पहले तो ये बात हमें सामने आनी चाहिए, क्योंकि इस पे हमारे साथ झूठ बोला जा रहा है। आज़ाद हुकूमत के साथ इस वक्त तक कोई मायदा नहीं किया गया।
Earlier, A tripartite agreement for a 1,124 megawatt hydropower project was signed between the Government of Pakistan, the Government of China and Kohala Hydropower Company Limited, a subsidiary of China Three Gorges Corporation. As per the deal, a massive project will be constructed on River Jhelum in POK under the China's flagship China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Pakistan PM Imran Khan said this will provide clean fuel to Pakistan and POK. Locals say they will not get anything as Pakistan has never kept its promises in the past. While there are going to be economic and environmental impacts of the projects, the locals said that this will further deepen the water crisis and will hamper the tourism industry, which is responsible for feeding a square meal to most of them.
ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है ये हमारे एरिया में लग गया है। हमने पहले भी मैं बहुत बार ये कहा हूँ कि इसको हाथ से रोका है। मैं आप सबको ये चाहता हूँ कि आइंदा भी अगर कोई कोशिश की गई तो हम उसे हाथ से रोकेंगे। ये हमारा फैसला है, तयशुदा फैसला है कि हम उसको रोकेंगे, हाथ से रोकेंगे, कुवत से रोकेंगे, ताकत से रोकेंगे। और किसी सूरत में जो है वो इस तरह से ये हम उन्हें एक दिया था वो लूट के दूसरे दिया को हमें नहीं लूटने देंगे। इसलिए कि मैंने बहुत बार ये कहा कि ये दरिया हमारा चेहरा है। कोई दुनिया का आदमी आप बताएं ये चाहता है कि उसका चेहरा मसक कर दिया जाए, उसका चेहरा जो है वो बिगाड़ दिया जाए, उसका चेहरा जो है वो खराब कर दिया जाए। ये दरिया हुस्न है हमारा। अगर ये दरिया खत्म हो गए तो फिर आप बताएंगे इस व्यापार में बाकी क्या शहर में क्या रखेगा जाए। यही दो दरिया है जिनको हम देख के भी हम भी खुश होते हैं, बाहर से लोग आते हैं वो भी देख के खुश होते हैं।
The erstwhile princely state of Jammu and Kashmir was invaded by Pakistan through its mercenaries in October 1947, and since then, the people of the region have been meted out in inhuman treatment. They have been exploited off their land and resources, but no profit has been shared with them. Pakistan has been manufacturing lies and floating propagandas regarding the region, but the truth is that people have been leading a life of misery owing to Islamabad's exploitative designs. And now, with China too joining in, the quality of life of people is going to and only going to deteriorate. Gilgit-Baltistan, the region under the illegal occupation of Pakistan, has for decades been enduring Pakistan's multi-pronged barbarism. It is not just subjected to economic depredation, but also the state-backed discriminatory policies. The region, which is largely responsible for meeting the needs of Pakistan, is barely returned the favor. Whether it is the quality of education or infrastructural development, Gilgit-Baltistan continues to find itself at the bottom of the charts. Today, we show you how the appalling condition of roads in the region has affected the normal life of the commoners.
Gilgit-Baltistan is home to some of the most captivating natural sceneries on earth, and its serene landscape has the potential of making it a tourist hotspot. However, the sad reality is that the successive governments have just passed the ball from one court to another and have done nothing in the interest of the region or its people. With no attention accorded by authorities, the infrastructure of the region is in shambles. The gruesome condition of roads, among numerous others, has predominantly been deemed as the most important issue plaguing the growth and development in the region. Locals say the politicians make fake promises to them about the road construction, but once they get elected, they are least concerned about it.
बार बार हमारे साथ वादे किए जाते हैं कि जी हम देंगे आपको रोड, आप हमें वोट दें। जगहों पे जाके कंप्लेनें भी की, खुद बातचीत भी की और इस रोड का मुतालबा किया, लेकिन अभी तक जो है ना ये रोड नहीं हुई और हर बार हमारे साथ धोखा किया जाता है। अभी हमने पक्का ये तहैया किया हुआ है, पूरे ये जितने लोग यहाँ आए हुए हैं इनका मकसद सिर्फ यही है कि यहाँ हमें रोड दी जाए और इस रोड को पक्का किया जाए ताकि जो है हमारी मुश्किलात कम हो सकें।
यहाँ हमारे छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं जो दूर दराज मतलब जाते हैं पढ़ने के लिए, जाना चाहते हैं लेकिन वो जा नहीं सकते। जब थोड़ी सी बारिश हो जाए तो यहाँ कोई गाड़ी नहीं चलती।
Locals residing in this small village of Gilgit-Baltistan have been demanding the construction of just 1 kilometer road that will connect them to the city for last several years, but nothing has been done so far. They say the politician who even belongs to the same area has been promising the construction for last 4 years, but till date, not even an inch of work has been done.
मैं गांव डोराबांडी का रहने वाला हूं, जो यहाँ सिटी से हमारा फासला है ये 1 किलोमीटर का फासला है और ये हल्का नूरीन आरिफ साहब का हल्का है ये, जिसमें उन्होंने बार बार 1 किलोमीटर पुख्ता रोड देने का वादा किया 4 साल से, लेकिन वो पूरा नहीं कर सकी हैं वो। मैं ये सवाल करता हूँ आज मीडिया के ज़रिए, क्या उनका ये हल्का है और वो सिटी से 1 किलोमीटर दूर है, यहाँ उसकी यह हालत है, क्या इस पीछे हल्के में क्या हालत होगी? बार बार वादे करते हैं और वादों को वफा नहीं किया जाता।
Gilgit-Baltistan has been reeling under the illegal occupation of Pakistan for almost 7 decades. But in these many years, only its resources have been looted and nothing has been done towards its development. Even the government that gets elected in Gilgit-Baltistan works in cahoots with Islamabad and does nothing for the welfare of the region.
Moving on, farmers are the backbone of a nation. They are the ones who provide us with all the food that we eat. Therefore, it becomes necessary for the authorities to look after their interests and keep them aware of all the facilities or schemes that the government has introduced for their benefit. One such initiative in this direction is Kisan Pakhwada, which aims to improve the engagement of authorities with farming community. Recently, it was observed across the country for 15 days. So, let's take a look at the one that was organized in the Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir.
A number of eminent personalities along with sarpanches and farmers from Rajouri gathered at the district's Dak Bungalow to be a part of Kisan Pakhwada that was chaired by the Rajouri's Deputy Commissioner Muhammad Nazir Sheikh. During the occasion, Kisan Credit Card or KCC was also handed over to over 20 progressive farmers to help them secure timely credit at reasonable rate of interest in a hassle-free manner. Moreover, a booklet containing information regarding the activities to be carried during the program was also launched on the occasion.
किसान पखवाड़ा जो है यहाँ शुरू हुआ है, इसके दौरान जो है 15 रोज़ ये प्रोग्राम चलेगा। पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर जो है मुख्तलिफ इलाकों में ये प्रोग्राम करवाए जाएंगे। इस प्रोग्राम का मकसद जो है जितने भी हमारे फार्मर्स हैं उनको जो है किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड देना है। इसके अलावा जो एग्रीकल्चर रिलेटेड जितनी भी स्कीम्स हैं उनके बारे में बताया जाएगा। इसमें 2 जो है बहुत बड़े मेले हो रहे हैं, एक थाना मंडी के अंदर, दूसरा जो नौशहरा के अंदर, जिसमें तमाम डिपार्टमेंट जो आपने जो है वो स्टॉल वहाँ पे डिस्प्ले स्टॉल लगाएंगे, उन पे तमाम किस्म की जो स्कीमें वो डिस्प्ले की जाएंगी। इसके साथ साथ जो हमारे फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं उनको भी ये हिदायत दी गई कि उनकी तरफ से जितनी भी स्कीमें जो फार्मर्स रिलेटेड स्कीमें उनको जो वहाँ पे डिस्प्ले करें, और बैंकर्स को ये भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी गई हैं कि इमीडिएटली जिसका केस आता है KCC के तो उसको जो सैंक्शन किया जाए।
Besides this, a discussion was also held during the meeting on various objectives of Kisan Pakhwada. These include saturation of KCC to 100% farmers, foolproof final list of beneficiaries under PM Kisan Yojana, removal of bottlenecks for farmers in obtaining loans against KCC, credit to primary agriculture sector, massive awareness regarding schemes available for farmers, organizing Kisan Melas and much more. Deputy Commissioner also directed Additional Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner Revenue and Tehsildars to ensure the proper monitoring of all these activities that were to be carried out as a part of program. He even called for the active involvement of the members of Panchayati Raj institution in it in order to yield positive results. The concerned officers from agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, sheep husbandry, fisheries and other allied departments and bank authorities were also asked to make sure that all the SOP's guidelines are followed while carrying out various activities related to the program.
किसान फगवाड़ा एक प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया था डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन राजौरी ने, जिसमें हमारी डिटेल में डिस्कशन हुई कि किसान की बेटरमेंट के लिए क्या क्या स्टेप्स गवर्नमेंट को लेने चाहिए। उसमें जैसे कि केसीसी में 3,000 रुपया एक कनाल पे मिलता था लोन। हमने डी साहब को कहा, उन्होंने हमें आश्वासन दिया है कि जल्द से जल्द एक कनाल पे ये 8-10 हज़ार तक ये पहुंचेगा। उसके बाद एक्वापॉनिक्स जैसे फिशरीज़ का हाईटेक तरीका जो है वो अपनाने की बात हुई है। ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग की तरफ बात हुई है, जैसे कि हमारे लोग जो हैं आज से ऑर्गेनिक स्टार्ट करेंगे, इन्हें 3 साल लगेंगे ऑर्गेनिक पे आने के लिए। और जैसे कि ये जो हमारी खाद है, ये अगर ऑर्गेनिक खाद हम इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन के लिए ये काफ़ी फ्रूटफुल जो रहेगी। और इसी के साथ में जो मतलब जैसे कि किसान जिन लोगों ने कार्ड अपने नहीं बनाए हैं उनके लिए कहा गया है कि जल्द से जल्द किसान वो कार्ड बनाए जाएं ताकि किसान के लिए जो बेटरमेंट जो है वो हो सके।
Most of the population in Rajouri district is involved in farming, and therefore it's necessary to make them aware about the schemes that have been launched by the government for their welfare, and to do so Kisan Pakhwara is a great initiative. It not just helped the farmers to derive benefit from the government schemes, but also the authorities to know about the problems that farmers have been facing and further helping in solving them. Farmers in Rajouri are happy that their irrigation woes have been resolved and the government is taking such measures for their welfare.
बहुत अच्छा ख्याल रख रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा माशाल्लाह आते जाते रहते हैं और हर एक खबर जो है हर एक बात पूछताछ करते रहते हैं, तो टाइम से आते रहते हैं।
स्कीमें गांव-गांव में हमारी पहुंच रही हैं क्योंकि ये एक पखवाड़ा मनाया जा रहा है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर की तरफ से। एक स्कीम के केसीसी, हर किसान को केसीसी देना और हर किसान का पीएम किसान अकाउंट जो हर 4 महीने के बाद 2,000 रुपये लोगों के अकाउंट में आता है, वो भी हर किसान का बनाना है और उसके साथ केसीसी जो कार्ड है वो भी बनाना है। उसके लिए टीमें गांव-गांव में पहुंच रही हैं और इस समय मैं किसान भाइयों से अपील भी करूंगा कि वो जो भी टीम आती है वहां उसमें पटवारी भी होंगे, एग्रीकल्चर के भी होंगे, जीआरएस भी होंगे, उनसे मिलें और अपने फार्म भरवाएं और बैंक तक पहुंचाएं ताकि किसानों को उसका लाभ मिल सके।
Observed with a view to enhance the flow of advances in the agriculture sector and double the income of farmers by way of their 100% involvement, Kisan Pakhwara is a great initiative to reach out to the farmers' community and acknowledge their contribution to the society and economy of the country.
Quality healthcare is not just the bedrock of a healthy society, but also an indispensable component in the fast-paced growth of a country or region. It therefore becomes important for the authorities to provide the best of healthcare facilities to its citizens in order to accelerate overall growth and well-being in the region. Taking a step forward towards the upgradation of healthcare facilities in Jammu and Kashmir, a new hospital building has been constructed at Bandipora district. A report.
It's been said that healthcare is not a privilege but a fundamental right of every citizen. It is quite evident that the healthcare facility of a region is among its major driving forces towards development and prosperity. With a similar motive to upgrade healthcare facilities in the district, a new hospital building has been constructed in Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir.
अब शिफ्ट होने लगा है। यहाँ हर एक फैसिलिटी है, खासकर गायनी का। वहाँ कुछ नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन आज बहुत कुछ हो रहा है। यहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स भी है, पैरामेडिक्स भी है, नर्स स्टाफ भी बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है। काम चल रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक काम चल रहा है।
Built in Hajan village, authorities of the district decided to construct a new hospital building after realizing the increasing demand of hospital beds and other medicinal facilities in the area. The hospital is going to have all necessary facilities and separate dedicated departments like an OPD ward, an operation theatre, an intensive care unit, a maternity ward, and many more. The building will have a capacity of around 100 beds and will be equipped with modern equipment and all the necessary machinery. Authorities have also ensured to increase the number of medical staff in this hospital building as compared to that in the previous one.
अब यहाँ पर हमारे पास ऑलमोस्ट हर एक फैसिलिटी है, जैसे सर्जन्स है, गायनिकोलॉजिस्ट है, पीडियाट्रिशियन है, ऑर्थोपेडिशियन है, हर एक फैसिलिटी यहाँ अवेलेबल है। लेकिन जगह की कमी की वजह से वो पुराने हॉस्पिटल में सर्विसेज नहीं दे पा रहे थे। अब इंशाल्लाह यहाँ हर एक सर्विस स्टार्ट हो रही है। ओपीडीज़ भी हमने स्टार्ट कर दिए, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता थिएटर भी हो जाएगा और इंशाल्लाह यहाँ के लोगों को बहुत जो सहूलियत आ जाएगी।
Special attention is being paid on providing comprehensive healthcare facilities to mothers and pregnant women in the district. Dedicated maternity wards and maternity staff will be present at the hospital in order to take special care of the pregnant women and newborn babies in the district.
तब यहाँ पर सारी फैसिलिटीज़ होगी, पेशेंट को बहुत सारी सहूलियत होगी, खासकर गैनी पेशेंट को। गैनी जब स्टार्ट होगा बहुत अच्छी तरह से बहुत सारा फायदा होगा।
Health Department is putting all the efforts to shift their setup in this new hospital building so that doctors can treat patients comfortably at the latest. Earlier, people with some critical health issues had to travel all the way to Srinagar for getting medicinal facilities. But now, with this new hospital building and upgraded healthcare system, citizens of Bandipur will be able to get all the facilities in their district itself.
So, that's all we have for you in this week's episode. Till we see you next week, it's goodbye from the entire production team.